My name's Duane from DW Video, and welcome to this segment of Chatting Local, where we're going to set up a YouTube channel. We're going to walk you through the steps on how you can set up one for your business and how you can build your brand using YouTube. The first thing you need to know is that you have to have a Google account. So you can have your personal Google account, or if you want to set up one for your business, you can go ahead and do that. In this example, we're doing one for the Digital Arts program at the Montcalm Area Career Center. We set up a Google account for the Digital Arts program so it could be standalone away from a person's name. And that way, everything that we do within the Digital Arts program can be done right here on this channel. So once you have it set up under your Google account, go to YouTube. We're going to come up here, and I just went to YouTube here, and I just set it up on a generic page so that we can get started. So let's get started. If you go up into the upper right corner, you'll see this little icon. If you click on that, you'll see that it opens up some things here that you're going to be able to manage. And for what we're doing today, let's start by creating a channel. All right, so the journey begins. Let's get started. You have your choice here of using your personal name or using a custom name based on your channel. Since we set up this account for the Digital Arts program, we're going to use our name here. If you're setting it up for your brand, you'll want to set it up under a custom name. It's going to basically walk you through the steps, but we're going to make sure that as we go through it, you're setting this up correctly. First thing that we're going to do is we're going to set up our profile picture. In our case, I'm going to use our logo, which my students created, and I'm bringing it down into an 800 by 800 size, and I'm using Photoshop to do that. Now, if you don't have Photoshop, there are programs out there online that you can use to manipulate graphics. So once we've got it set, it's going to be 800 by 800, and then I can get started. So now that we're here, we're going to upload our picture, and you just go to the file, the place that you have it set, and in this case, it's right here. And you're going to go ahead and you're going to open that file, and you're going to see that it put our logo right there. Once the profile picture is here and it looks okay, it's going to show up in this corner. It's also going to show up, it's going to be the icon for your channel. And then we're going to come back here, and the next thing you're going to do is tell the viewers about your channel. This is the why. Why should someone come to your channel? What are they going to get when they arrive? And we worked as my class, we put together our statement, and so I'm going to be dropping that in here. I challenge you as you're putting this together to go ahead and spend some time. This is about your brand. You don't want to be doing this the wrong way. And with that said, once you put it together, you can always come back and change it later. Now that we have our channel description together, we're going to come down here to our links. And for our case here at the Career Center, we don't have any of the social media put together. If you do, this is where you'll want to put everything. We don't have a website for our class yet, but we will. But here's where you put your URL. And in our case, we're going to send it right to the Career Center. And that will allow us to have everything. So now that we've got this all put in, we're going to hit save and continue. Now we're out to our main page here on YouTube for our channel, and this is where you're going to be uploading your videos at one point. But we're going to continue on with the setup, and we're going to come up here and we're going to customize the channel. Now that we're on the customized channel, we're going to look at a couple things. You're going to have a place here where you can put your channel trailer for people to see when they first get there. It looks something like this. On my channel, I've got a video here that'll be your custom trailer. And then underneath that, you'll be able to create playlist about the different topics that you're going to be putting out there, and you can have that all there in different playlists. And that is set up so that when somebody arrives at your channel, they can go to whatever they're looking for. You'll have a chance here to put on your uploads and that. We're going to jump into the branding tab here on the customized channel page. You can see right up here at the top, this is your profile picture. You can always go back and change that at any time if you want something that looks a little different. You'll need to create a banner image. The banner image is 2048 by 1152 pixels. Needs to be under 6 meg in size. One thing that you'll have to do here is that you'll notice that if it's on a bigger screen, you're going to see more of your image all the way down to a phone, which you won't see the full image, so that you have to create like a safe area. And I've done that in my Photoshop. Let's see where to go. I created the safe area here. I overlaid it onto my layers here so that I was able to kind of see where it was at, and I could put my logo there. And we'll see how it works here as we go ready to upload. I'm going to upload it, and my Digital Arts YouTube banner is right there. And notice it's viewable on all devices. This is what's going to be seen on a phone, and I put the logo right in the middle. And on bigger devices, it'll be more expanded. But for right now, I'm trying to keep it simple for this demonstration. We'll probably go back and change that later. But the biggest thing that you want to do is you want to make sure that when you put it up there, that it's viewable on all devices. And it'll kind of give you a little bit of a view here right in this area to let you know that, hey, it looks like it's going to look good on a laptop. On a bigger screen, it's going to look good, and then on a phone or a tablet would look good. Your video watermark is the next thing you want to set up. This is something that will show up in the bottom right corner of your videos when they play, and you can add those when you go into upload videos, which you can learn about later. What you need to do there, it needs to be 150 by 150 pixels. So I created a little piece there to go, and that will then show up down here. You can see it says Digital Arts, and we can have it at the end of the video, custom start time, or entire video. You can set that now. When you go to upload your videos later, you can always change that. Now that you have your watermark set, we're going to come up here and we're going to go to basic info. Here's where your channel description is at. You can always change that later. There's also a place here that you can add, this is your channel URL. So when you're setting it up, you can copy that, paste it, go up here to another tab, and it will go right there. You can add, this is where we added our links. This is where you can put up to 5 you can put up to 5 links under your banner there, and then your contact information is what will go here. So you always want to have an email address attached to this so that it can be verified and that type of thing. So I'll be adding in my email address here, and I'll use the school's email, so that way I have access to updating it later. Now that we have all our information put in there, we're now going to hit publish, and that'll take a few seconds here. And we've now published. Over on the left side here, you can see that you've got a whole array of things that we'll be getting to later, but we want to go down here to settings, and we want to open up settings, and then we want to come over here to channel. YouTube wants to know where we're at. Okay, and then here's where we're going to put in the basic keywords that someone will be using to find your channel. And part of my class, we had already gone and we put together a list of some keywords here that we wanted to have as part of our channel. So we put a little thought into that, and I'm just going to go back through here and I'm going to copy and paste these into our keywords. Now again, you can go back and you can change these later. You can add to them, you can delete. As you get more traction for your site, you'll be able to adjust these because you're going to be learning more. After you get your keywords put in, I also like to have a couple geographic locators as part of our keywords, so that way they know where we're at. So I just put in Montcalm County here for that part. Now we're going to go over to advanced settings. Here is where you have choices. YouTube has now set this up where you have to tell it whether or not the video that you're putting out is made for kids or not made for kids. Or if you want to click on this every time you put a video up. I like to have I want to review each time, because a lot of my promo videos and things that I do, though kids can watch it, they're not really geared toward kids. But if I do something that is geared toward kids, I want to be able to have that ability to add to that later. Okay, so after you've done that, we're going to go ahead and we're going to hit save. Okay, now you want to go back into settings, and we're going to go to your channel, and then we're going to come over here to feature eligibility. This is where, by verifying your channel, you'll be able to have videos that are longer than 15 minutes, custom thumbnails. You'll be able to do live streaming, and you can appeal content ID claims that might come up on your thing. So you want to be able to verify it by phone. The first step of your account verification is that you have to tell it what you want to do. So if you got a landline, yes, you want them to call you. Otherwise, you want to set it up so that they can text you that verification code, and then you'll put in your phone number here. And then once you do that, you hit submit, and then it will send that verification code to you. And now that it's been verified, we're now allowed to put our thumbnails on and some other things. I want to then go back to my settings, and you'll see here that it is now enabled. So now everything is set for there. And now I want to go to upload defaults. This is a place where when you're uploading a video, if you're going to be doing a series that you're always going to have the same content information, this will save you time in the long run. I usually have the title blank because that's going to change on every video that I upload. Now the description, a lot of times what I'll do is I will put in my contact information, my YouTube channel, my Facebook, my social media. That type of stuff that's going to be on every one of my videos will go here, and that allows me to not have to type that in each time. So a lot of times I'll just come down and I'll put, you'll put your YouTube channel information and so on and so forth. You got your visibility. You can set it to public, private, or unlisted. What's nice when you're setting these up, and this is a personal preference on your part, I like to have it already set to private, because that allows me to make all these changes. And even if I hit save by accident, it hasn't gone out to the rest of the world. You have this ability to change it when you go to upload the video, and you get, the last screen that you come to, you will have a chance to make it public. I like to have it here. And then for your tags, if there's some basic tags that are going to be consistent with what you're doing, you can put those in at this point. Once you have this information all set, you can go ahead and hit save. And then once you do that, come back to your settings, go back to your upload defaults, and come over here to advanced settings. Here you have choices on the types of license that you're going to be doing. What I do for the most part is I keep all of this the same, and that then allows me to change it when I go ahead and upload the videos if I want to. Then we're going to come over here to community. And in community, you have an opportunity, especially if you're doing a branding channel, you can add other people to your channel. You can set it up so that you can have other people uploading videos. And here's where you give these people the approval. This is a nice little feature right here on the blocked words. If you have words that you don't want to appear when somebody puts a comment in, this is an opportunity for you to put in those words. If there's some, four-letter words type that you want to put in here, these types of things will be blocked. If there's words like, for example, hate, racism, ugly, it doesn't matter. You have to determine what that's going to be, but here's your chance to put these in, and it will block these words as people go through. The blocked links, this is a good one to have because it will block the ability for people when they're responding to your channel, giving you a review, for them to put their own link in. We don't want other people to put links on our stuff. So this is an opportunity here that you can hit the block link, and you'll go ahead and save that. These are things that you have to decide what you want to do, but these are just some basic tips as you're moving forward. Now we want to go back to our channel. And then we want to go up into the upper right here, and we want to go down into settings. And here is where, if you want to add another channel somewhere down the road, you can do that. You can look at your advanced settings. This is basically your dashboard, and you'll be able to do some things. But we're going to go down here to advanced settings right now. This is your user ID, your channel ID. If you did it as a brand account, this is where you're going to be able to work toward getting a custom URL. And a custom URL is what you really want. I'm not able to do it in this example because I've set it up as our basic account. I'm not able to add other users to it because in order for me to make a brand account, I need administrative rights from the Career Center to do that, and I wasn't going to do that this morning. But I can move my channel to a brand account with their help, and we'll do that in the future. But for you with a brand account, in order to get a custom URL, you need 100 subscribers, and your account needs to be over 30 days old. That is the rules from YouTube. You got to live with them. But by having a custom account means that it'll be youtube.com/your business name, not all this information here. So that's really important and something that you'll definitely, want to work toward. Now, drum roll. Let's go back to your channel. Let's go ahead and let's upload a video. We're actually going to start doing this. Now, for you, your first video will probably be your feature video, something that will show up that will be a little bit about you. Probably have it, 30 seconds to a couple minutes long. Let people know who you are, what your channel is about, and what they're going to get from you in the future. Pay attention to this. Spend some time with this. This is about you and your brand So put thought into it before you start just being a bull in a china shop, so to speak. Take your time with this because it's your brand, it's your business. So we're going to come up here and we're going to create we're going to upload our first video, and it's real simple. There we go. It's going to come up, and we're going to select the files, or if you have a folder open, it will have, you can just drag and drop. And here's where your title will be at. Couple tips on the title. Have the title state, using keywords, what the video is about. In this one, this title is pretty weak because it doesn't really say, the only real keyword here is digital arts. To make this a better title would be Montcalm Area Career Center, because that's a keyword, digital arts program. I'm only uploading our logo here for right now because we don't have these videos ready. I'm going to put a description in here. So had I put in our information earlier about our YouTube links, our Facebook links, my contact information that I would have in my description, that would have showed up here. Because I didn't do it, it's not here. Right here, you'll notice it's got the upload thumbnail. Because we verified it earlier, we were able to make that happen. And then I just want to come over here, and I'm just going to grab one of our logos that we created, and that will become our custom thumbnail. We could do a video just on thumbnails, the importance of thumbnails. Instead of grabbing a frame out of the video, it's very important that you take a look at creating custom thumbnails, things that are appealing to the person when they look at the thumbnail of the video to say, oh, I want to watch it. Here's where we can put in playlist. I'm going to create a playlist here, and I'll put digital arts. That way, if there's anything in particular that we're going to do for that program, it'll go into there. I'm going to create a playlist. Remember way back in the beginning when I showed you example off from mine where we went down and we had different playlists? This is going to start building that. This is where you tell your channel how you want to separate your videos. So if you've got some how-to videos, let's say you've got some marketing videos, or you've got some testimonial videos, you can set up your playlist right here to meet each one of those. And when somebody goes to your channel, they can go to the playlist that interests them the most. So in this case, I clicked on digital arts. That one's going to be done. I had it set so that I have to tell it what I want it to do as far as, is this available for kids? And even though this is not a video that is not available for kids, it is, but I'm going to put no here. You got a chance to put age restrictions. You click on that, and it comes down. Here's where you put your tags. And here's where I'll put digital arts. I'll put Montcalm County. I'll put Career Center. That way, these are some basic keywords that will go. You can set your language, your captions, which that's another video in itself. You can put your recording date. I put in the location because in this case, Sydney, Michigan is where the Career Center is located. So in this particular case, I'm going to put it there. But as I grow this channel, I'm going to probably move it around. If one of my students uploads to here and they're from Carson City or Greenville or Lakeview, I would probably change the location for that, because I want geographic locators out there that show in a little way in the video SEO of where it was at. It's a standard license. I'm going to do people and blog. I'm going to keep it real simple here. Then, and you noticed as it populated, it came up with thumbnails here. But the idea here is you want to get to a point where you're going to do your own thumbnails. I'm going to go next. We can add an end screen. You can add cards which show up in the upper right corner, I believe, of the video, and that could be a link. I have a feeling that because I don't have a video up, it's not allowing me to put an end screen on, but I'll have to do some more research on that. And then here, remember when we set it up for private, it automatically went to here. So if I, for some reason, got in a hurry and didn't finish everything that I needed to do for this video, and I hit save, it doesn't go out to the world. This is kind of one of those safety nets. Now that I've created the video, I now have the chance here to tell it what I want to do. So private's a good one. A lot of times if I'm doing things for customers and I want them to view it before it goes live, it's a draft of the video or a final video, I'll go unlisted, which then I come over here and I copy that link. I'll send this link to them, and that will set it up so that they can go and view it. Anybody with a link can view that video when it's unlisted. Anybody, meaning if you send it to somebody and it's unlisted and they share that link to somebody else, that person can view it too. I've never really had a problem with that because I'm dealing with businesses and they want this video to go live once they approve it. And in this case, I'm going to have that video here go up. It'll just be the first video that we're putting on, and it'll just be the logo. This for you would be something that will be more promotional. I'm not ready for that with this channel, but I do want to have something there. And then again, here's where you can copy the link, but now I'm going to publish it. There's our first video going out. This allows you to now, it's a place that you can take the embed code, you can embed it into your website, you can copy the video link URL, and you can paste it on your social media if you want. You can put it on your Google My Business. You can do different things like that. And once you've done that, voila, we now have our first video on this channel, and we've done everything that we need to get started. Now remember, all this information you put on, you can go back to settings, you can change things, you can change your description. This just allows you to get things started. If you have any questions or need help with creating media content for your website, for social media, my name's Duane from DW Video, and that's what we do. Have a great day. Remember to buy and shop locally. Hello, my name's Duane from DW Video. We produce videos that are all about you and your business, allowing you to connect with your customers. It is all about your brand, your products, people, and services. Today, your message needs to go out on a consistent basis across all platforms. The message of supporting local begins with you and connecting with others to build relationships, community, and your business. At DW Video, we're here to produce websites, social media content, and videos that help rebuild, restructure, and grow your business. Call me today. I'm here to help.